From historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go, towing the slab in today's game, Pedro Martinez. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, he's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Sean Green.
Toronto, right fielder, number 15.
Inside, and this one is off and running. Two balls, no strikes to count. Line drive. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And that one fouled off. That misses. And 1-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. Vladdy launched a homer in his most recent game. One out, bases empty. And that one in the air, center field. And makes the grab. And there's two down.
Batting third baseman, number 19.
Two outs, bases empty. And next for Toronto, Jose Bautista. Outfield playing pretty shallow. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Williams sizing this one up. brings it in for the third out. Toronto nothing. Sox come to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Boston, and on the mound now, Roy Halladay. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
And he lays down a bunt. And it's safe at first, a bunt single.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Hank Aaron now at the plate. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Just missed.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And that's a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So digging in, Ted Williams.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
There's a strike. First and second, no outs as we play game one of this 4-game series.
What's going on, Caden? Nah. Bro, the Yankees have to wear socks too. So the socks are literally in everybody's head. Everybody wears socks.
The pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that'll get off into the seats.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go to get it.
Who pees in their socks?
Elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him! And that is a big first out. Manny Ramirez digs in now.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
That one is absolutely belted.
Have you ever been to Boston? I sat like right about there where that ball landed for a Red Sox Yankees game. It's pretty sweet. It's expensive though to sit on top of the green monster.
The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments and right there.
No, he's good on this game, but he's not like a top 5 pitcher with the legends because the legends are so good. So like he's good. He's like a 93 or something. But his trade value in the franchise is maybe like, besides Babe Ruth and Ohtani, he might have the 3rd highest trade value out of like any player. So it takes a lot to try to acquire him. You have to give up 3 really good players.
And it's 1-0. Halladay will look to follow up an excellent performance last time out, tossing a shutout. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Talking about that shutout, he really had everything working for him. Not many pitchers nowadays who can turn a lineup over
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it bangs off the monster, and that's a double.
What are you talking about, Jared?
Willie Mays digging in now. Homered last night, added another hit as well.
Well, I think there's multiple different controls you can use. At least there used to be. I really didn't check if there's too many other alternates, but there used to be a million different ways you could like. Hell yeah, Willie Mays. He was the first person I traded for. Big center field in Boston. Needed a good defensive guy next to my left fielders because Ted Williams and Manny Ramirez are splitting left field for me. One day one DHs, one day the other DHs, and neither one are very good at defense at all. Like Manny's defense is right there, 65, 65, 67, 63, so not very good at 55 speed. And Teddy's not much better. He's a little bit faster, a little bit worse of an arm, a little bit slightly better fielder. They're both super the same. So, first thing I said when I started the franchise was, all right, I need a good center fielder. So I traded Jarren Duran. I traded for Blake Snell, so that way I could trade Snell and Duran to the Giants to get Willie Mays, because I wanted the guy in center to have elite defense and really good offense too. Back to your question, Caden. You can at least, I don't know, I haven't checked all the alternates in a while, but you used to be able to, you could use the analog stick, you could do, you could press X for a regular contact swing, you can press square for a power swing to try to time it. I don't know if that even exists anymore. Excuse me. But there's a PCI indicator, a plate coverage indicator, and you'd want to try to move that to where the ball's going to go.
He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I don't know if I told you, but he's got a Griffey. I bought him a Griffey Mariners jersey, the teal one, because he was a big Griffey fan too. So he's traded for Griffey a lot of times actually in the past, but right now he's got. Right now he's got I keep coughing. Right now he's got I think Bernie Williams, Mickey Mantle, and who's his other outfielder? I can't remember who his other outfielder is. Yeah, he's got Mickey in left, Bernie in right.
Mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one.
I forget who he's got in center, but he doesn't have Griffey yet.
Man at second. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, he traded Jazz Chisholm because Chisholm doesn't hit well against lefties. He's got Tony Gwynn in center field.
Absolutely, and if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in.
I can show you after the game's over.
If they do at all.
Yeah, you'd have to actually play the game to know. If we weren't playing with the Legends, it would make it. Excuse me. If we weren't playing with Legends, it would make the game a lot different. We would all have a lot more of the players who are still playing right now.
And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
We don't sim any of the games. We have to get through all the games. We do 162 and 162.
2 outs. towards first. He steps on the bag.
Yeah, this will take me all the way into Madden season pretty much. This, I downloaded Rocket League because a couple of my friends I used to play with are still playing it, so they wanted me to re-download that. So at some point I'll probably get back on Rocket League with them. But and also Zombies, obviously. So that'll all take me back into Madden season in August. Rocket League is fun. It's a goofy game, but I don't know. I have a lot of fun playing it with a couple of my friends. You have this car, and you're just flying, and you're hitting the giant. You're just hitting like the giant ball in the air.
And it's strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Got him looking. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike three.
Batting fifth,
Anthony
left fielder,
Santander at the plate.
Santander.
Big time power. There's the strike. Martinez, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a sinker, and he occasionally.
Well, right now it wouldn't show that for them, because they're bad. I'm pitching and they're batting. But this is Madden, probably easiest EA game. What other EA games? Between hockey, Madden. No, I mean, I guess it depends how you play the games. Like, I can't compare. I can't compare like online head-to-head Madden. Like how I play Madden is not the same on how I play NHL franchise mode with my brothers. Like I can't compare. The easiest to understand, maybe. But that kind of depends on, like, you have to know football. Like, how do you beat cover 3? If you don't know what cover 3 is, it's not going to be easy for you to know how to beat it if you don't know what it defends. So it's not like, it just kind of depends. Like, I don't think you can really compare. I don't know. At least I can't. I can't compare. Like, I don't play NHL competitively online, so I don't know. I don't know what that's like versus Madden. I really don't play Madden franchise. I used to play Madden franchise a long time ago. Like, I used to play like the franchise on the PS2. And even on all Madden, that was easy for me. I could run the same plays and beat the computer the same ways. So that was easy in franchise, but yeah, it's hard to say, I guess. What other EA game is there? Does EA still make the soccer game?
And that misses off the outside edge.
They used to call it FIFA. I think it's called FC. EA Sports FC now or something. I used to play the soccer game a lot too, but
Line drive, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the lineup. Hannes Wagner, the next to hit.
Wagner.
you know, I always thought Hannes Wagner was from like a different. Skubal is good for the Tigers. They have a good bullpen, but as far as their starters go, they only got like one really good starter. I always thought Hannes Wagner was not from America, but it's funny when he's from Pennsylvania. Oh, it doesn't tell you on here. But with a name like Hannes, I was like, what kind of name is Hannes? He's got to be from like the Netherlands or something. But he's not.
Jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch. This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop.
Yeah, but so is Cy Young. So I couldn't. I don't know. I couldn't make them. They both can't wear 0. It won't let you have both people wear 0. So I thought I put it. Yeah, see, it's got Cy Young at 0 because Cy Young never had a number back in the day. Same thing with Wagner. So they won't let them both have 0 though. 20-0. That'd be nice for my offense. I don't think I've had a game where my offense has scored 10 yet this season.
1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
And Halliday's been really good on my franchise so far for Toronto. Halliday. Where's Halliday? Coming into this game, he had 2 8-inning starts, only allowed 1 total run. So he had been very good for Toronto so far coming into this game.
With another scorching run of play lately.
They are the current rosters, but they're also with legends. So we start the franchise with the current rosters, and then we take all the legends that are put on the game, and we put them on the teams that that they spent most of their career with, or made the biggest impact with. So like Hank Aaron was on the Braves, Honus Wagner was on the Pirates, and then once we start the franchise, then we make trades and whatnot. Try to build our teams to the best of our abilities.
But you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Just missed.
Yep, yeah, there's only 2 choices for Ruth because he only played with the Yankees and the Red Sox. So most of the time he's on the Yankees. Every year we put him. A couple years ago, we also have one rule when assigning the legends. So to make it fair to me and my brother, we have to have the same amount of legends when we start. So when we have the same amount of legends, like at the start, then you can trade from there. But so sometimes, occasionally, Babe Ruth has ended up on the Red Sox. But like on years where they didn't have a lot of legends. But this year they put Ted Williams back on the game. They put Manny Ramirez into the game as a legend. So Babe Ruth got to go back to the Yankees where he rightfully belongs. You might be right about 20-0. They're probably going to take Halliday out. I assume the computer's going to yank him early. He's not pitching well at all. He's leaving a lot over the middle of the plate. Yep. It's a good assumption by me.
This is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
On the mound
Toronto.
now, Chris Bassett.
Number
Well, they need
40.
someone to stop the bleed and keep the
Chris
score
Bassett.
right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now, Ted Williams. Going away.
0-1.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Stays alive. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot.
Yeah, we put ignore budgets on so that way anyone can just, because with the Legends salaries, it makes it difficult. The ignore budgets is not reading your full comment right now. The ignore budgets is not
You know, we often hear talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire.
That doesn't change the trade value.
A little bit more hitter-friendly. He's kind of tight on the corners.
Because they still consider the contracts for the trade value, but the ignore budgets allows you to all time. I'm not sure. That's a good question.
Still only one out here in the inning.
But yeah, we have ignore budgets on because with all the legends added on, like there's so much extra money.
Throw to first in time.
So when you put the legends on teams and then start your franchise, they arbitrarily just give them a contract. Like, I'm not sure how they determine like what Ortiz's contract is. So like they made it 1 year, $31.8 million. I could have extended that at the start of the franchise if I wanted. That changes his trade value and all that stuff too. But yeah, I don't know how they determine like Willie Mays got 1 year 42, Honest Wagner 1 year 34, Hank Aaron 1 year 42. So kind of depends. I don't know how they determine like who gets what contract, like 1 year for whatever, but yeah, we have to keep ignore budgets on for that reason. But for the trades, we have the thing on, obviously. We have the computer can trade within itself, so they can like make as many moves as they want to compete or to sell and rebuild. DH, designated hitter, so they don't play the field at all. They just hit for that game. Like, they can't go into the field and play any defense. They just hit. Pretty much, so the pitcher doesn't hit, and the DH hits for the pitcher. No, like what I'm saying is that you can't trade your...
That one close, rule the ball.
We don't have like the thing where like any trade can just go through, if that's what you're talking about. I can show you after the game, but it's obviously early in the game. But yeah, like if I wanted to trade, Andres Jimenez there for Shohei Ohtani, they wouldn't do it because Ohtani's got a ton of value. Yeah, it's all value based. It's like it's real. It depends on how much runs score. The games usually take about an hour and a half, I say. Oh, I forgot to check and see if I should shift on Kirky.
Measures 5 feet 8 inches.
Let me just remember.
And he's a native of Mexico.
Green. Santander. That's it.
Just missed.
For me, for just one team, or for both teams, you mean?
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to...
That math can't be right.
He's ready to deal the next pitch.
Dalton Varsho, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Inside, just missed. 2 out spaces.
Your 90 is 90 minutes. So you're not in hours, you're in minutes, kid.
Next off,
so an hour and a half is 90 minutes.
Right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges.
Not 90 hours.
See that pitch again as a hitter.
There's the strike.
You could do like 1.5, so you could do like, if you wanted to do the math, you do 1.5 times 162. That's 243 hours, kid. So your math was way off there, buddy.
Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another.
But then there's also playoffs. And then you could divide, if you wanted to figure out how many days in total that is, you would do 243 divided by 24 hours. It's 10.125 days, so a little over 10 total days. I've invested time into the season for our franchise mode. For each of us, for me and my brother.
Just missed.
You know, these Red Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
And foul ball.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Smith takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Ball, that's out.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. One down, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Connor Wong will hit next. He's 0 for 1.
I don't know. I guess it depends on your. Some people probably think this is super boring. I can't trade my best player for Babe Ruth because he's too much. His trade value is too high.
Man at first, one away.
So we put ignore budgets on. That way all teams can spend as much money as they want because of all the legends making all the contracts.
And the count is 0-2.
Yeah, we have ignore budgets on, so we are ignoring the budgets.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
Smith leads off first with 1 away.
Runner.
There goes Ozzie. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Bichette whips it to first. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Singled and scored.
No, as far as the Negro League players are concerned, we didn't, unless like there was a guy who made it to the big leagues at some point, like Satchel Paige. Satchel Paige is on Baltimore because he played with Baltimore for a little while. But as far as the players who exclusively played in the Negro Leagues, we didn't have anywhere to put them because they didn't belong on any of the MLB teams. Like I can't just arbitrarily pick and choose where like Cool Papa Bell would go, or I don't know, take your pick. But I couldn't just choose like Hannes Wagner goes to the Pirates because he played his whole career with the Pirates. But as far as somebody who never played in the big leagues, I can't just throw them on a team because I feel like it, in my opinion. I could have if I wanted. Obviously, it's a franchise that's run by me and my brother, but yeah, his years were kind of weird. He had that 1 year where he came back and pitched like when he was 56 years old. He pitched like 1 game when he was 56 years old, but
Back in Boston, John Shammy with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Sean Green. And the pitch. That catches the top part of the zone. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The 1-1.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Yeah, I think he only pitched one game when he was that old, but I can't remember.
And that's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Guerrero in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Runner at first with no outs here.
Runner, yes,
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Safe at second, and that.
Wow, I didn't think they were going to steal in the fourth inning, down 8-0. That was a little surprising to me.
It kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Runner at second, nobody out. And that one hammered out towards left field.
Oof, that was bad location. That was right down the middle for Vladdy.
And they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-2. Chris, he's homered in back.
I kind of hope Toronto trades for Vlad Sr. so they can have Sr. and Jr. on the mound.
He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
I can't take him out yet. He's only got like 50 pitches thrown.
In a 2-0 count, a hitter is on high.
I would kill my bullpen.
What you live for to be in the driver's seat here. He got a pitch that he could handle. And
He's got plenty of energy left.
Nice home run.
He's got plenty of energy, and I don't have an off day for a while, so I can't just throw my bullpen out there for no reason. He's only had 42 pitches. He's got another 50 pitches left in him at least. Look at his energy up
You know,
top
Singh,
corner.
you talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't way inside, gets out of the way. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. That's in there. That's strike 1.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, I'm in like season 9 or something.
This one in the air.
I've already seen the show full 2 times over.
Makes the grab. And there's one.
This is the 3rd time I'm rewatching it. It takes forever to rewatch it.
Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
And now
But yeah, it's a great show. I love that show. Waiting on,
for a strike.
also, it depends on the show. I'm waiting on season 5 of Stranger Things to come out.
Just off the inside edge.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate.
It's supposed to be releasing this year, the last season of Stranger Things.
This guy could do some real damage.
So I'm waiting for that.
Swing and miss. There's the changeup.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside.
You said Dexter.
Both sides of the plate.
Dexter's gonna have another one too, right?
And a swing and a miss down on strikes.
At some point.
He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Anthony Santander digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. Pitch misses.
Depends where it's being rated, I guess.
At this point, you got to attack hitters, even if you give them.
Yeah, you're supposed to be respectful to them. I think Stranger Things is a good show. I wouldn't say it's the greatest show of all time. I could agree with that statement though if you're saying it's overrated. If people are saying like it's one of the greatest shows of all time, because I don't think it's that high.
There's a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
You must be treating them with respect.
Bichette gets a chance to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in there for strike one. Santander off of first with 2 away. And that is out of play. Cut on and missed, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 8-2. Back after this on the show. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Hey, Aaron.
Off the plate inside, ball 1. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Just missed.
I got 3-0.
That one pushed foul.
You don't like the stirrup sack look? The red and the white on the bottom? Certain players wore different styles of socks. Yeah, that was like a 70s kind of look. There's the stirrup. That one's called stirrup high. Like Ted Williams wore stirrup low in the 40s. They had low stirrup looking socks. See, like there's Ted. Ted's are lower. You can see. See, his are high. Ted's are low. And then some players wear the long pants. And like Hannes Wagner just wore the high socks, just the red.
And next for the Red Sox, Ted Williams.
So there's Ted's. Ted's are lower. It's all era based usually, like what the teams used to wear back in the day.
Nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch is outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but
Manny and Ortiz wear the baggy pants. Nah.
And it's 3-0.
I know you don't.
Strike 1.
Yeah, that was kind of funny last year. I heard that guy got banned for life. Sucks for him. But he did it on purpose, so he made his bed, now he's got to lay in it.
That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Santander hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 24.
And now Manny Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2.
Oh no, it's doing the repeat comments thing on the screen.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Man at first, and now here is David Ortiz. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. That's outside. Ball 2. And there's a foul ball. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Willie Mays getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Just missed.
That's inside.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that is that. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. And it's now a 9-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back here at Fenway Park. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Just missed.
Well, these Blue Jays need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Outside low, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mays in pursuit. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down 7. It's 9-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Ozzie Smith.
Bassett back to work. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Next pitch is downstairs. And there's the automatic. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Smith on at first, nobody out. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the green monster. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. So they're out. At the corners now, at the plate, Andres Jimenez. And ball 1. The 1-0. Late swing, foul to the left. In the dirt, blocked. In there safely.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Missed inside with the curve. Honus Wagner waiting to bat for the Red Sox. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And they're all loaded up.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk.
And stepping in for Boston, Honus Wagner. Ball one low.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
The 1-0. Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit. One run is in. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That's it for Chris Bassett. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
New
Toronto.
pitcher now for the Jays, Angel Bastardo. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Hank in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
No outs. Runners at first and second. Up and in,
Ball one.
and the count is 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken.
Down the line, it's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's now 12-2.
I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Williams at the plate now. That's ball one. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And misses inside. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across. Last half of inning number 5. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Green sizes this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, number
Manny
24.
Ramirez now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Misses off the inside, and that is ball 1. Second and third here, 1 away. Breaking ball inside, and it's 2-0. That's a little bit low. Two on, 1 out, and that'll load the bases.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
So stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Fought off foul. Bases loaded, 1 away. That one ripped left field. 1 run across, and it hits off the monster. The run comes in to score from second, and they extend their lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Substitution being made at first, and on to run for the Red Sox,
Number
Mike
25.
Lowe. And the batter now, Willie Mays. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ramirez, the runner at third. Lowell over at first with one away. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And that one fouled off. Next offering way off the plate. Runners are at the corners, one away. And they're all loaded up.
Just got to. We got a long season ahead of us, so big year between me and my brother. He's got 4 championships total since we've been doing this since 2012. I've got 3 and the computer's got 4, I think. So either I'll tie him in total championships, the computer will take the lead, or he'll take the lead. One of the 3 will happen.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
That misses. And that's ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Next offering is in for a strike. Bases loaded, 1 away. All Red Sox in this one. On the ground, right side, Delgado. Quick feed to second for 1. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning's still alive.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster
What?
when they can smell it.
I have no idea what you just said, Caleb. Sonic call?
And he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
I don't know what you mean.
Connor Wong, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike.
Oh yeah, Jared, I don't know if I missed your comment earlier. Yeah, that was Jose Santanderson left for them, and they got Jose Bautista at third.
That one misses. 1-1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
On the ground, Bautista throws across the diamond. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 5 innings complete. The Red Sox on top, 15-2. Now into the game, Mike Lowell. He takes over as the new first baseman.
First base.
Back to the leadoff. Spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Sean Green. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Green, multi-time All-Star, 28 years old. And his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Now batting, number 19.
Here's the third baseman, Jose Bautista. And the first pitch
Outside.
misses for ball one. That one
Ball,
drifts
that's
inside. The Jays with a lot of ground to make up, and we're the top half of the sixth. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, number 25.
Carlos Delgado next up for the Blue Jays. Ball one there.
Well, if he's going to steal second,
Ball
you
one,
want him to
no
go
strike.
early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Swings through that.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty,
1-1.
knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Green leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the dirt, but kept close. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Three and two.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Santander in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Activity in the bullpen for the Red Sox. Darren O'Day, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Holton warming up as well. Misses again, 5 in a row.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. The next pitch misses, and now 3-1. 2 on, 2 outs, and that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Blue Jays, shortstop.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's in there. Strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 2 outs. Bases are full. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Red Sox lead it 15-2. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
Fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. So the batting order turns over. Honus Wagner up next for the Red Sox. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Red Sox. Nico Hoerner.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at-bat right here.
First pitch misses. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch downstairs. Now 2-0. Just missed. And there's the automatic. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the team, you'll take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Take the mask off. I think you know what I'm after. If you want to get in, baby, give me the password. Let's go faster. Do a positive.
So they're making the move for a bat off the
Number
bench.
52.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete
Runner on
Crow
first and one down
Armstrong.
for him.
Take this, fake it or make this. Feeling go away, you're in love with the fame. Feeling lonely, no one to call myself around with the
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Horner stands at first with one out.
Ball knocked
Just
outside.
missed. Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. And now a man into scoring position.
An unfortunate pass ball right there. One he's not going to be happy about behind the plate. And with the runner advancing to second, that double play's off the table right now. So we'll see if that comes back to bite him.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, number 9.
And next for the Red Sox, Ted Williams. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Close
Ball
one.
two.
Doesn't get the call. 2-0.
No
Well, no
strike.
need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Called strike right there.
I think he was sitting off speed
2 balls,
right there
1
because
strike.
he just let the fastball go by.
And there's a
3
ball.
balls, 1 strike.
Manny Ramirez would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
And that's in for a strike.
Full count.
Runner at second. 2 down. Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3. Staying in the game on defense, Nico Horner. He entered the game
Now
to pinch
playing
hit and
second
now
base.
man second base. Also
Number
entering
2.
the game, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Horner.
He takes over in right.
Now in
Here's
right
the
field,
second baseman,
number
Ernie
52,
Clement.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Darren O'Day gets the ball
Now
now.
pitching for
And you
the
know,
Red
bullpen
Sox.
guys can struggle sometimes when they're called
Number
upon with big
56.
leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That one missed. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With
That's
that,
ball 2.
you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead
You got
early in
2
the count.
balls,
He didn't
1
right
strike.
there.
Next
That's ball
offering
3.
is down low. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. That catches the corner. The Red Sox up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong snags it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a foul straight back. Swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Boston's out in front, 15-2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Designated hitter, number 24.
And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped. And it bangs off the monster. Around first, digging for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And yes, he offered at it. Next offering is downstairs. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. And with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And another ball.
2-0.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 3. And that's in for a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Swing and a foul out of play. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Green settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. The Red Sox out front, 15-2. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
Toronto,
Ready to begin
right
the
fielder,
eighth. And now the
number
right fielder,
15.
Sean Green. O'Day back to work. That one off the mark, and that's ball one.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And that's in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And they'll do it again. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Mays in pursuit. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Darren O'Day will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Tyler Holt.
number 87.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
That clips the corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Next offering way off the plate. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. Swings and misses, struck him out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Bautista stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Clay Buchholz up and throwing. He swings and fouls one off. And downstairs. Hard hit left side. The throw to first. That's out number 3. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Ozzie Smith. The shortstop takes the ball. And another ball. Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OVP, Boo?
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Foul ball. Smith gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Angel Bastardo done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher. Jimmy Garcia on to pitch here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So stepping in for Boston, Andres Jimenez. There's the strike, 95 of that one. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouled off left side. And that one is lifted in the air. Santander makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Here's Nico Horner. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And there's a strike.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Ryan Burr appears to be getting loose. Strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And next for the Red Sox, Pete Crow Armstrong.
I'd say he's due.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that's outside. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Just missed. Ted Williams on deck for Boston. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Number 9.
2 outs, bases full. Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox. Fastball is outside. Next offering is fouled back. Bases loaded, 2 down. That one not close.
1 strike.
Now 2 balls and a strike. That's a little bit low. Manny Ramirez waiting to bat for the Red Sox. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun. Back inside Fenway Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Carlos Delgado. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Holton, 28 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2018. And it's fouled away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
That's inside. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And first offering is fouled off. Delgado aboard here at first with nobody out. That's off the inside corner, and it's a ball and a strike. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 1-2. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tyler Holton won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
and so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Clay Buchholz.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Bichette, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold onto it after contact.
Clement stands in now and watches strike 1. And that is out of play. The Blue Jays down to their final strike. And now 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That's off the mark. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball line to center. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, great start to this 4-game series to get the first one at home. But these players know they've got some work to do because they could easily drop the next 3.